Well, is it weird or wonderful or both? This type of story swims to the surface every once in a while. Someone in Manitoba thought it would be cool if people dressed up like a mermaid because Disney Studios has relaunched their classic, The Little Mermaid. In one community, there was a contest. And then all the men started sending in pictures of themselves dressed up as mermen. Our Truth in Politics panel is here to discuss the craze. Carrie and Egon, great to have you both with us. We finally did it. We're going to talk about something fun here this week. Egon, we'll start with you. What's your take on this merman phenomenon?
Well, it started in Pimicikamak with a woman named Roanna Ross, who did a status update challenging her bros to go out and wear her mermaid tail, and it just went viral. I mean, there's a well-known rivalry between Pimicikamak, Norway House, and then suddenly all across social media there were men, uncles, brothers posting themselves as mermaids sunbathing on rocks. The mermen. A lot of this has to do with humor, but it also has a lot to do with sort of life saving, because there are a lot of young people who feel a lot of atrophy. Pimicikamak just experienced forest fire and flooding in their communities in the north, of course, and so people are doing this both for humor but also to give people resilience and kind of a good sense of both genders, fluid sexuality. There's a whole bunch of different things that are all rolled into this.
Carrie, what's your take on the merman phenomenon?
I think it's awesome. I think it's really building community. It's fun to see all our Indigenous men not afraid of going out there and bearing it all with their fancy little tops and their tails, and some of them are going all out with wigs and makeup and bedazzling themselves, and I think it's awesome to see, compared to all the negativity that goes on. I think everybody's just embracing it, especially on social media.
For sure. Egon, as you mentioned, Pimicikamak Cree Nation was just evacuated a week or two ago because of wildfire. Do you think this is a way to have some fun in the face of diversity?
Yeah, it's not only that, but mer people, mermen, mermaids, are a big part of our culture. They're part of both Cree and Anishinaabe culture, and they're part of our clan system. And so what the stories involving mer people is that they invite you to see something else other than what we have typically seen in what we call the real. So they show us just glimpses of themselves, and they also take us on trips to places that we otherwise cannot travel in these bodies, like underwater, across great lands, into the spirit world. And so when you see a mer person, what it is, it's inviting you to see something beyond. And there's nothing perhaps more important than during Pride Month that we see beyond what we've been taught to see in terms of our identities, and we see more. And that's what the mer people do, is they teach us about things that we can see in the world that are really innately beautiful that we might not always see.
Love that. Carrie, there's been other viral let's have some fun type events like this in the past that come from Indigenous communities. Jigging on the ice roads comes to mind. Why do you think this happens?
I think it's just that whole sense of community. For so long, Indigenous communities have been isolated. So with social media and the growth of social media, we are now able to connect with our brothers and sisters in Manitoba, Alberta, in the Northwest Territories. And it's fun to see people just, join in and have fun, express themselves, bring pride to their community. You see it with this merman challenge. There's women saying, "Come on," naming their First Nation. "We need somebody to represent us," and it just grows, and it's just something that I think is made possible because of social media, because of TikTok, because of Facebook. People are able to see each other, and I think it's just opening up a whole new world, and also creating a larger sense of community. people are getting to know each other from each reserve, each First Nation, each community, and they're bringing their own take and their own spin on something like jigging. They bring their own style. With these mermen, you know, they're doing their different poses, they're doing their different styles, and you know, I haven't seen anyone take a dive yet. I'm still waiting for that. So hopefully, I will see that soon. But yeah, I think it's awesome.
Me too, Carrie and Egon, we'll leave it there, but great to be able to talk about something that's bringing joy to people this week.
Me glad, yeah, thanks.